Good evening and welcome all of you back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Locale Archive reaction channel. All aboard, if you will. And honestly, I had no real means of an intro, but since again, this is sort of more centered around a station full of the sort of people you literally wish you can never ever have to go back to. It's like Wall's End, except this is the Wall's End of the internet, if you ask me, for what we do here. And it's time we catch up once again on DSP Gaming's worst moments of 2021. And to be honest, well, the first one was just kind of like, it is what it is, just Phil being an ass for no reason. Then he didn't think of anything better to say. So let's see how many more times he can fail at doing that. So, part 9. Well, part 2, I should say. This is only number 9. Okay, here we go. All right, Phil, what you got?
Maybe I mentioned it a couple times on stream. Hey guys, you want to support, please tip me or whatever. I say that, right? All the time. That's fine. Well, when you tip me, I get more of the tip than the other transactions. I keep more of what you're actually contributing to the stream when you tip me. So it makes sense if you want to help the most, tip me because I get it right away and I get more of it. You understand? Okay.
Was it Streamlabs or it might have been Stream Elements that I ran into some problems with a number of years ago where they wouldn't let me close an account, so I was like constantly having to pay like £5 extra for, you know, there's one application that is extremely stingent on the fact that they will not let you close your account so they can continue like basically stealing from you. I don't know if that was Streamlabs, but I think it might be. Yeah, don't use Streamlabs. That's my, or at least if you do want to use Streamlabs, just make sure you know exactly when to get the fuck out of there. Just stick to buying bits for streamers. That's a better idea. If you're using Twitch. Anyway.
I would really appreciate it if anyone wanted to contribute, could help out if they could. Number one, I'm already trying to offset a $50 chargeback from earlier today. Number two, I just got several fake tips tonight. I had to refund that cost me. So not only did I have an incredibly slow couple of days, I just lost basically all the tips that I made today. I just got a $30 chargeback against my account.
The folks back home,
and it was one that I was trying to fight too and didn't work.
That's not good, that.
Detractor Arthur, are you this fucking motherfucker who just charged me back all those tips? Seriously, if you are, I hate you. You understand how much problems that gives me. You know that, right? Like, you know that when I charge backs, now I gotta fucking go through so many hoops. And if that's you, you're a piece of shit. You're a human piece of filth. A living turd.
February.
This has not updated in 15 hours. Is Streamlabs down or some shit? This is bad because now I can't keep track of your contributions because it seems like Streamlabs is fucked up. I can't even get Streamlabs to work right. What the hell? Alright, so resuming where we just were, guys. Apologies, you know, obviously having technical difficulties and things that I can't control sucks ass. I have no idea why right now my Streamlabs tips page is not working. I have no clue what to say. But I said, what the hell? I sent in a help log to Streamlabs to see what would happen. You know, anything. Right now, like I said, I've gotten no notice from anyone that there's any issue. I don't think that is the case. I don't think there's actually an issue going on. And I hopefully they'll look into it and fix it. Okay?
One month later.
Benzugo lives, you cannot tip through Streamlabs. It doesn't work. You have to tip through Stream Elements. That's the new tips link. Please, number 9, I can't use Streamlabs tips. Do you not remember why I moved from Streamlabs to Stream Elements? Because fucking Streamlabs also shadow banned me and didn't tell me shit. And I didn't do anything.
I don't know. I feel like Streamlabs would have sent him an email. I feel like that's absolutely the sort of thing they should have done. If they didn't do that, that's really suspect. And it's not really the sort of thing that I'm sure Streamlabs would have done, I think. But also, Phil, did you just not bother to, like, you know, update your stream elements in your, like, your bio tabs or your Twitch page or anything like that? I could be wrong. Maybe he did do that, but The only thing I could say to that right now is that a lot of these things you could almost argue are like symptomatic of a lot of Phil's toxic personality traits, and because of what we know, he just decided not to put any of this behind him. It's like, I know he sometimes says he's over it and he's a changed person, but he isn't, because he would change. He would change his behavior. You know, actions speak louder than words. That sort of thing. Not to mention, you know, the sad reality that Phil was a chronic gambling addict, but whatever.
Whenever it was that Streamlabs decided to stop accepting tips from me for no good reason at all and no justification, keep in mind, I never would have left Streamlabs if Streamlabs didn't, for some odd reason, apparently shadow ban me from getting tips with literally no explanation whatsoever.
Okay, so I'm not too sure if there's like too much else I could really add to like part 9. Well, sorry, part 2. But maybe if the only one thing I will perhaps want to say is that, well, I know that again it's sort of a bit like I don't know whether it's just been a policy about people who are allowed to make chargebacks, and maybe it's the case for some, maybe it isn't for others, but something I'm beginning to notice a little bit of a pattern of throughout a lot of like Phil's streams, where he constantly begs for money, is that it's just another insight for people to troll him, and I think people took advantage of that, and that's sort of how he's even in a worse situation. And I was almost gonna say it's not even a gambling addict at this point. He literally just throws money away for no other reason. Was it something like $40,000 he threw away because of WWE champions? I don't know if that's the exact number, but I'm sure we're going to find out if there was even more mishaps involving money, because I don't think Phil has been 100% financially capable of making long-term decisions that will matter far more in the long run. Hence why they're called long-term. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed part 2 of the countdown for top 10 worst DSP gaming moments of 2021, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.